Continuing coverage this morning on a controlled burn that quickly got out of control in South Bexar County. Take a look at the Silver Mountain brush fire from overnight. This is exclusive aerial video from your South Texas Ford dealer Sky 4. It's a good look at the scorched area. It's 75% contained and at least 300 acres have already burned. It's burning at Applewhite Road and Silver Mountain Drive near Loop 1604. 30 homes are under evacuation orders, but people living on the left or north side of Silver Mountain Road are able to return to their homes. One firefighter was treated for heat exhaustion. Surrounding fire departments continue to monitor fire conditions. Now, this fire started Wednesday afternoon around 2:45. Again, as a controlled burn that quickly blew out of control. So far, no reported injuries. Now, we're hearing from a father caught in the chaos during the brush fire evacuation. In an exclusive interview with News 4, he tried checking on his pregnant daughter, but couldn't get through a roadblock. This all happened about 4:30 Wednesday afternoon. Smoke and fire was visible for miles, and he says his daughter was home alone and not answering her phone. He rightfully so began to panic. He says no clear guidance from law enforcement at the time left many people like him confused and frustrated.
And I'm like, well, okay, well, my daughter's here, so I need to go get my daughter. He goes, I can't let you in. We're evacuating. And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to evacuate my daughter if you're not letting me in?
Neighbors eventually helped him get to his pregnant daughter using a side road. Gallego hopes there will be better coordination between agencies in future emergencies. Again, that fire is 75% contained this morning.
Got a situation happening with some wildfire here in Texas. The brush fire near Silver Mountain Drive continues to burn. About 300 acres or so, they say, is damaged right now.
Started yesterday afternoon. News 4 San Antonio's Tawny Davis is live right now with the latest details and where containment is at. Good morning, Tawny.
Good morning. So we had just arrived to where we believe the fire was. You could still see a little bit of the flames right behind me. So as according to the Texas A&M Forest Service, at 75% containment. Thankfully, no one has been injured and no homes have been damaged. We have heard about a shed being burned, but that's the only thing. Again, no damage major to homes. But we did, if you want to take a look at this video that we got right now from our Sky 4, you can see how fast the brush fire was moving and how much damage this caused. Now, according to the Bexar County Emergency Services District 2, the fire began around 2:45 p.m. That from a controlled burn. A mass evacuation was in place for residents, urging them to leave the fire's path quickly and go to Elmendorf High School. That order was lifted for everyone north of Silver Mountain Road at midnight this morning. We spoke with a father who lives in the area and had to evacuate with his daughter. He expressed frustration over what he says was poor communication from law enforcement.
They need to be able to get safely there, but we also need to be able at the same time to get people reunited with their loved ones in a safe manner. Like there is no leadership coming over to tell us there's no fire marshal, there's no Sheriff Salazar, there is no one coming out here to tell the constituents, the voting constituents in this neighborhood what the plan is. We're just basically left in the wind.
Gallego said there was still a lot in their homes and couldn't evacuate. One of his neighbors ended up spending the night in a hotel so he could stay with his son. So crews are still working to completely contain this fire. As we said, 75% contained, and we're going to continue to follow this situation and ask those questions about when do they think they'll have this fully contained, but we will update you on air and online. For now, reporting live, I'm Tawny Davis.
The Silver Mountain fire is getting close to full containment, which is good news, obviously. A big thank you to all the firefighters that have been working like crazy right now. But it has already damaged about 300 acres. This is in far southern Bexar County.
News 4 San Antonio's Tawny Davis has made her way out there. She's live near the fire. Good morning, Tawny. What can you tell us?
Well, good morning. Now, we just got here. We're all along Applegate Road, and if you take a look around to my right over here, you can see a little bit of embers. They're still burning out here, especially out in the distance over there. So as we know, this is 75% containment of the Silver Mountain fire. Thankfully, nobody was hurt and no homes were damaged. Now, if you take a look at this video that we got from our South Texas Ford dealer Sky 4, you can see how quickly that fire spread and how big it got at one point. Initially, it was a controlled burn, but it quickly got out of control and started spreading towards nearby homes and vehicles. Now, residents in the area describe seeing the flames billowing up from the nearby Toyota plant and buckets of water just being poured from helicopters nearby. Now, Representative John Lujan represents that district and is originally from the area. And after hearing about the fire, he immediately went to see how he can help, but is thankful for the emergency response so far.
This is scary for a lot of people out here, and this is evidence of putting into practice what the fire department trains all the time to do. And you know, I'm a retired San Antonio firefighter. I was a firefighter for 25 years, and I know that this is what they train to do, and they enjoy serving the public.
So these embers out here are quickly dying out, but we will continue to follow this fire and get updates from the crews working to make sure that this is all contained as soon as possible and update you on air and online. For now, reporting live, I'm Tawny Davis. Back to you.
All right, Tony, thank you. Here's a look from the fire from the ground a viewer sent us in. This was from Nancy Sandoval. You can see just burning just past those trees. But again, we're probably now at about 75, they say 75% containment. But if you do have fire pictures, videos of the fire, you can send it to us. Just go to our website, news4sa.com, click on the Chime In tab. Who knows, we may show them either here on TV or online as well. And of course, we'll stay on top of this. As Tawny said, we'll have the very latest on the Silver Mountain fire on television, online, and on our social media pages. And you can always follow us on the News 4 app. Just download that wherever you buy apps. The big story this morning, the brush fire near Silver Mountain Drive burning right now. It's damaged about 300 acres so far.
News 4 San Antonio's Tawny Davis is live near that brush fire and gives us details on where containment is at right now. Good morning, Tawny.
Good morning. So we are here along Applewhite Road, and if we take a look to my right over here, you could see out in the distance we saw a tree engulfed in flames and is actually toppled over. You can actually still smell the smoke out here. It is very prominent, but thankfully the fire has been about 70-75% contained according to the Texas A&M Forest Service, and thankfully no injuries have been reported and no homes have been damaged. But if you take a look at this video, exclusive video from our South Texas Ford dealer Sky 4, you can see how fast the brush fire was moving and how much damage it caused. Now, according to the Bexar County Emergency Services District 2, the fire began around 2:45 p.m. that quickly grew out of control from a controlled burn. A massive evacuation was in place for residents, urging them to leave the fire's path quickly and go to Elmendorf High School. That order was lifted for everyone north of Silver Mountain Road as of midnight this morning. We spoke with a father who lives in the area and had to evacuate with his daughter. He expressed frustration over what he says was poor communication from law enforcement.
They need to be able to get safely there, but we also need to be able at the same time to get people reunited with their loved ones in a safe manner. Like there is no leadership coming over to tell us there's no fire marshal, there's no Sheriff Salazar, there is no one coming out here to tell the constituents, the voting constituents in this neighborhood, what the plan is. We're just basically left in the wind.
Gallego said there was still a lot of family members who were stuck in their homes and couldn't evacuate. Now, one of his neighbors ended up spending the night in a hotel so that he could stay with his son. So thankfully, like I said, the embers out here are dying out. Even that tree out in the distance, it's burning, but it looks like it's got a controlled burn, so nothing to worry about over here, as well as that evacuation notice has been lifted north of Silver Mountain Road. But we are going to continue to follow this and get the latest from officials out here and update you on air and online. For now, reporting live, I'm Tawny Davis. Back to you.